Remember when you picked your favorite songs? Well, the robots are here and they want to create your playlist. Spotify and Amazon are locked in a GPT battle to create the perfect playlist for you. Oh, and Napster. Yeah, they are back. And they brought fortune cookies. For real. Meanwhile, things just got tougher for DJs on Twitch, with the new rules that could change the landscape. And get ready for the most Lord of the Rings looking synthesizers you have ever seen. It is that time of the week. It is time to tune in. Last week, I reported that Spotify had opened its new AI playlist creation tool to Australia and the UK. According to one of our followers, it was actually pretty good. Not to be left behind, Amazon Music announced that their AI playlist tool is now ready for the big time and are giving people in the US access immediately. Caveats were also noted by Amazon that it won't accept vulgar language, inappropriate prompts. The name of the feature is Maestro, and I have to say, pretty clever naming there, Mr. Bezos. While Amazon and Spotify would like you to believe that they are the innovators in the space, we have a blast from the past trying to make the underdog come back. Napster had announced in February their AI playlist tool leveraging ChatGPT as the model. Napster has quietly been doing interesting and innovative things to get their name back in the streaming industry, including using fortune cookies as promos. With 50 million Napster branded fortune cookies sent out last month across the globe, this could be a comeback story for the ages if they're able to pull this off. And don't worry if you thought Napster was a fake Hollywood company that you just heard of from the social network movie, you are not alone. Just know Justin Timberlake never owned them. One thing is for certain, AI playlist creation is a new battleground for streaming services, and I'll be watching how these perform on the platforms when I get the access. While AI is still the hot button topic of the year, Spotify is trying to continue to innovate in other ways as well. With battles for AI playlist supremacy happening, Spotify is also feeling the heat from TikTok trends of speeding up original songs and doing light remixing. A new feature that is tentatively being called Remix will allow you to speed up, slow down, and mash up songs. These tools will only be available to premium members, and modified version of the song will then be available to you in a virtual collection on Spotify only. And then you can create playlists with your mashups and share on the platform, but not on any other platform. Targeting a younger generation, Spotify hopes this will attract more of them to opt in for the premium service. We are really a small channel trying to make a difference in music world. If you are enjoying the video, please like and subscribe because it really helps us to push forward and make even better videos in the future. Let's all remember about the time way back, long ago, in the time when the world stopped and we all gathered around our screens to watch DJ stream for our entertainment. That year was 2020, and a website dominated the landscape of DJ performances as we were all stuck in our houses. Twitch became the destination to replace heading to the club on a Friday and Saturday night, and even big DJs were performing live on the service. While many DJs have continued to stream and build followings there, things may change quite suddenly on the platform. The CEO, Dan Clancy, has announced that a new structure is being agreed to where DJs will have to start paying for use of the songs they play on their shows. According to the report, Twitch had been paying a licensing fee to bigger labels on their own to allow the streams in the past, but the labels were not happy with the arrangement and are asking for more. Of course, the question is how the revenue sharing is going to be applied, and if it only applies to artists that have affiliate level channels that generate revenue, or all users are going to be subject to this even if they don't make any money. The news has been met with both positive and negative feedback, and there is not a lot of details on how this will work. But one thing is certain, the days of free DJ streams on the platform are coming to a close. The instrument I'm about to introduce you to looks like something out of the Lord of the Rings movie. Summon Labs' Terra, one synth to rule them all, is made from a solid oak enclosure and is so limited in its production run that I highly doubt we will see this pop up in producers' studio tours anytime soon. With only 66 devices being made, it is extremely exclusive. That exclusivity offer is something entirely unique, with the ability to tune each note by 125 steps between the semitones. It allows for all kind of microtonal weirdness to happen. There are also motion sensors that can change sounds in 3 directions of moving the device, that control timbre and modulations. It's kind of smart. So what actually is this? Well, it's a digital synthesizer that has 32 complex algorithms that is truly unlike any other synth on the market today. At least that's what they say, because even the marketing materials make it look like a fairy tale more than a human instrument. If you want to get your Sauron designed synthesizer, you better hurry, as it is €1,800 exclusively on Thomann Music. If you would rather have a living plant than playing on a dead tree stump, a group of Manchester-based musicians, Bionic and The Wires, agree. On April 20th, the group premiered their bionic robot arm that is controlled by common house plants to create atmospheric texture and landscapes. The plant's electronic appendages take the biosignal generated by natural processes like photosynthesis and form them into pulses which move the arms. Attached to the ends are mallets and sticks which then push the buttons or play hand drums of instruments, creating a botanical rhythms. The performance art is meant to help people think of new ways of thinking about the natural world. Yeah, houseplants coming after you with robotic arms. Playing techno. So far this year, we have had mushrooms and houseplants playing music, so I fully expect someone to invent a drum machine that comes from the dirt next. Dirt has a feeling, yo. Dirt phobia. Did someone say drums? No, it was me. Good, because Unfiltered Audio has a brand new drum synthesizer for us all to play with. While this is not hooked up to anything directly in nature, Battalion is a fully capable drum synthesizer from the team behind plugins like Lion and Triad. The device has 20 different synth engines, each with unique controls to shape the various percussive hits. Pitch controls, multi-mode filters, 6 different distortion types, and 4 modulation sources. All those will get things even more controlled for that just right knock. It allows for 8 voices that create the custom drum rack all in one place. A 3-band EQ is also included, as well as a clipping mode so you can control the signals and not make your compressors stressed out. A Plugin Alliance exclusive, the device is available on their website for $130 at intro pricing, and we will link it below on the description. A myth is a traditional story that is told by older people to younger people that becomes something well known. Traktion Audio definitely made something new for their synth myth, what they are calling the resynthesis synthesizer. Don't make me say that quickly. Because I just can't. It's a brand new spin on synthesizers, and it looks great doing it. With 2 big circular graphic oscillators engines at the center of the device, they represent iris that your waveforms stretched and colored. The engine then resynthesizes them into a complex waveform that are then processed through the different modulations and effect systems. How the synth works is by using transformers to replay the sounds using 4 different modes. So, string, brass, and square, which takes those oscillator shapes and resynthesizes your audio. If that sounds strange, it is because it is. What you have left with is a new character to a sound you may be familiar with, but adjusted to sound like the new synthesis type. There's 2 additional oscillators you can add for more additive sounds, a filter, 2 effects channels, and a modulation group to keep things interesting. So while this isn't a tradition passed down from generation to generation, it's a novel take on making different sounds. It is available now for €99 on the introduction price, and we will link it in the description below. You thought we were done talking about AI for today, didn't you? We are in 2024, so too bad, because the coming of robot overlords are requiring me to cover one more news items today. One more thing. SampleSound wants to become the ChatGPT of the sample world and have released their new AI-powered sample generation app. Simply called AI app on their website, really, which is horribly uncreative. This subscription service allows you to type in text for the sample to generate that you may be looking for. For example, if you are looking for a bass line for your next tropical house track in the key of D minor, just type those words in the engine and it will generate options based on the description. Like any AI product available, the better your prompts, the better the results you will receive through the app. The model is said to be trained on an extensive database of non-copyrighted material, making all the samples royalty-free. The company also says they are committed to keeping the library fresh and will be constantly updating the engines, so things will change as the product ages. The program is subscription-based with 3 tiers of offerings and a credit system that will get you started, as well as a free 14-day trial. It also has unlimited searches on all tiers, so you only use credits once you find the right sample you want to use, so there's a low starting cost and low risk to try it out. The app is available now and subscriptions start at $4.99 per month, and there are yearly discounts available. If you try it out, let us know how your results work out in the comments below. Now that I have shown you all the cool new tools and instruments available this week, do you think it's all too much? 9 Inch Nails frontman Trent Reznor believes so and explains how he handles it. The singer, songwriter, who's scoring legend of industrial music gave an interview to GQ magazine along with bandmate Atticus Ross. In discussing planning for an album or any project, Reznor says it is a reductive process where they choose just the right instrument for the job and focus on one concept or idea to keep it minimal. He also states that in today's times, it's a confusing of riches in terms of what is available to artists to use for making music. So what do you think? Is less is more when it comes to making music today? And how do you approach any project? Let us know below. Once you have moved out of the studio and need to start touring, it is time to sell tickets to your show. Now there's a new way for your fans to get those highly sought after tickets, as TikTok has signed an agreement with X to now offer them on the platform. This isn't the first time TikTok has partnered with a ticketing company, as they have previously included Live Nation events since 2022. This will expand their ability into new countries though, as events are now going to be available in the US, UK, Sweden and Australia. Now artists can promote their events directly in the app instead of having to link to the ticketing companies through links in their bio. The structure makes it easier for fans to find artists and see them live from the same platform. One of the stops on your headlining tour might be France, and it is going to be better than ever to play there. New legislation that just passed in France now recognizes nightclubs as cultural actors and gives them additional resources to continue to operate. Since 2021, clubs have been forming unions and lobbying the country's leadership for this type of recognition. What this will allow the clubs to do is receive tax breaks and lobby as a collective for relaxing laws regarding nightclubs and nightlife culture. Minister of Culture Rashida Dati said it was important to recognize clubs and discotheques as popular cultural actors, and I couldn't agree more. But discotheques? I don't hear that word since 1995. Nightclubs give a city its flavor, and I'm happy to see cities like Berlin and countries like France recognize how they contribute to society. If you are more of a morning person and not so much a creature of the night, you are not alone. I'm a night person though, don't sleep. A new study in the UK says that online internet searches and interest in daytime clubbing has increased more than 800% recently. This study says that more people are shifting their dancing priorities to include getting their daily dose of sunshine at the same time. Study says that the combination of people over 30 having continued interest in music events as well as UK nightclubs closing at historic rates have caused the increased interest. The rave generation is starting to hit their 50s, and nighttime events are becoming less feasible for people to be out past 10 p.m. All of this leads to more daytime clubbing style events being made available to take advantage of the demand. This is a great trend, as dance music should continue to be found around the world at all hours of the day. Morning rave, yo! That is the news for the week. Thanks again and tune in next week.